The United States' decision to tighten controls on China's semiconductor industry was not just a policy adjustment but a strategic play for control. By restricting access to advanced chip technology, Washington aimed to curb China's tech advancements, pointing to security risks tied to military use. Yet, instead of halting progress, these measures sparked a worldwide battle for semiconductor supremacy, disrupting supply chains and fueling competition in unexpected ways. Semiconductors are the backbone of modern technology, driving everything from mobile devices to artificial intelligence. By limiting China's access to top-tier chip designs, the US hoped to control the speed of its tech growth. However, this move backfired. Rather than retreating, China doubled down on self-sufficiency, pouring massive investments into homegrown production and turning a weakness into a springboard for rapid development. In 2021, China's semiconductor imports hit 1,432 billion, highlighting its reliance on foreign suppliers. By 2023, that number had plunged to around 230 billion, a staggering drop of nearly 200 billion. But this wasn't just about trade figures, it marked a deeper shift. China, determined to secure its place in the global tech race, aggressively pushed for independence, channeling enormous funds into research, chip manufacturing, and innovation. Major local producers scaled up operations, cutting dependence on Western tech. Reports showed a sharp rise in China's ability to make advanced chips, reinforcing its path toward self-reliance. This transformation rippled beyond regional markets. Industries that once depended on American and European semiconductor leaders began rethinking their supply chains. The critical question now is whether this shift will redefine global competition or fragment the world into isolated tech ecosystems. Initially, many believed US sanctions would cripple China's innovation. Reality proved otherwise. In 2023, a leading Chinese tech firm stunned the industry by launching a flagship smartphone with a domestically developed 7-nanometer processor. Analysts who had dismissed China's ambitions were forced to reconsider. The company's success in producing next-gen networking gear entirely from local parts showed it wasn't just adapting to restrictions, it was using them to fuel independence. Trade barriers didn't block progress. They ignited a wave of homegrown tech solutions. China's 5G infrastructure, now built without foreign parts, plays a pivotal role in national projects, turning imposed limits into strategic wins. As a result, Chinese consumers enjoy more affordable 5G devices. Meanwhile, global markets face rising competition from a surge in local chip makers. A late 2023 report revealed how China's rapid chip advancements are propelling progress in AI, robotics, and self-driving vehicles. The old assumption that Western firms alone led cutting-edge innovation is now under challenge. One of China's top semiconductor companies has made leaps in creating smaller, more efficient chips, positioning the nation as a major industry force. Across the Pacific, the US semiconductor sector is feeling the heat. Earnings reports from leading American chipmakers showed steep revenue declines due to falling sales in China. One major firm reported a 27% drop in Chinese market sales in Q3 2023 compared to the previous year. Another key player in analog chips faced a 1,002.3 billion revenue shortfall from dwindling Chinese demand. The financial fallout isn't limited to individual companies. For years, US semiconductor giants relied on China for up to 30% of their revenue. As Chinese demand shrinks, concerns mount over the unintended economic fallout of these trade policies. While the goal was to slow China's tech rise, the result has been a turbocharged push for local production. In 2020, China made roughly 15% of the world's semiconductors. By 2023, that share had jumped to 30%, fueled by heavy state investment and global partnerships. Over 50 new chip plants opened in China in just 2 years, shaking up the dominance of industry leaders in Taiwan and South Korea. The rise of locally made chips is already impacting global prices, making advanced tech more affordable and forcing established players to rethink their game plans. Even South Korea, a longtime semiconductor powerhouse, is feeling the pinch. Samsung's chip division saw a 12% revenue drop in Q3 2023, while another major South Korean manufacturer posted its steepest profit decline since 2017. These shifts are pushing firms to explore new strategies to stay competitive. China's influence extends beyond chip production. Homegrown processors are now powering critical sectors like cloud computing, telecom, and AI. By 2023, over 60% of China's cloud industry ran on domestic tech, slashing reliance on foreign providers while boosting national security. This shift has also lowered costs for businesses and consumers, making high-end digital services more accessible. As global supply chains adapt, some international companies face shortages and price swings due to reduced Chinese imports. Yet Chinese semiconductor firms keep advancing. A top local manufacturer has successfully developed 7nm chips, while breakthroughs in memory storage set new performance benchmarks. These milestones show China isn't just catching up, it's reshaping the industry. This rapid progress is pressuring legacy giants. Key players in the US and Taiwan are recalibrating long-term strategies to counter China's growing clout. In response, the US is boosting domestic chip production, strengthening alliances, and urging private investment. But whether these steps will preserve its tech edge is unclear. Meanwhile, China is investing unprecedented sums in R&D. In 2023 alone, government funding for semiconductor innovation topped $20 billion, driving major breakthroughs. With Chinese firms accounting for nearly 40% of global chip demand, the nation holds significant sway over international suppliers. Businesses now face a tough choice: comply with US regulations at the cost of lost revenue, or find ways to stay connected to the world's largest semiconductor market. China's semiconductor boom is redrawing global trade and geopolitical strategies by reducing foreign dependence. The country has gained leverage in international talks. Some experts see this as a pivotal moment, reshaping economic policies and trade ties. Yet challenges persist, including tech bottlenecks, market pressures, and shifting regulations that could pose new obstacles. The battle over semiconductor tech highlights the complexities of using innovation as a geopolitical weapon. While the original aim was to curb China's rise, the outcome has been fiercer rivalry. As industries navigate this changing landscape, the big question is whether cooperation can bridge the divide or if competition will keep escalating, steering the future of tech and commerce into uncharted territory.